Hello and welcome back to Sarah's Spare Corner. My name is Sarah. I'm the host of Sarah's Spare Corner. Sarah's Spare Corner encompasses gaming as well as arts, crafts, and various different forms of creativity. Additionally, I like sharing theories, concepts, and ideas as I am a philosophy major. And when I'm not bored, I travel places and I might post about it. So I am very sorry for being late on this video, but my new job, simply put, has me beat, dude. But I saw today, without actually being planned, that apparently today was the Times Square release of the Save Stargate campaign. And so I thought we would just take a look at it because unfortunately I missed it. I am very curious to see, one, how long it will be in Times Square, whether it was a one-day thing or if there's reoccurring for the next 24 hours, because I know they were looking at that at one point. There were options of they could do once every 10 minutes for like a good minute for 24 hours, or they could do like 15 seconds for full week every hour. We're going to look into that. We're going to see how well it affected, the petition. We're going to see who wrote articles about this. We might even look at the live stream for a second. But either way, we're just going to review this. I really don't think I have much to add because I want to make this video short. I want to get it out there. And I'm also... Dude, I'm so tired. So anyway, let's get right into it. Okay, so we are on the Petition website, Save Stargate with Martin Garrow. So today, 948 people had signed the petition, which is great. And it looks like we're getting quite a few people right now. I believe today there was a tweet storm, from what I understand, and that is because it was coinciding with the Times Square. Okay, so let's read some articles first before we actually look at it. So this is by Collider. Collider, is that how you say this website? Collider wrote an article. Bob London, thank you. Canceled sci-fi reboot gets massive boost as fans campaign to save Stargate. So that was written yesterday at 12:55. Last year, the most fanfare Amazon announced with the revival of Stargate franchise was in the works. Last month, with considerably less fanfare, Amazon then canceled the revival in development. The existing fan base, however, is fighting back. The Save Stargate movement has planned to rally in Times Square tomorrow. The movement was previously held at a rally in Studio Home, Culver City, in June 16th and has erected billboards and hired planes towing banners. They have garnered support from past Stargate fans like Michael Shanks, Rachel Luttrell, Robert Patrick, and says the organizer, James Kerfoot, who has raised funds for the efforts of GoFundMe. There is a global fan base that is still going strong nearly 30 years after Stargate SG-1 first premiered. We knew we couldn't limit our efforts in California, so this week we are rallying in New York City to have our voices heard. For those who can't attend tomorrow's rally, it will be live streamed online. There is a petition on change.org that has already accrued 100,000 signatures. Kerfoot says, "We hope Amazon MGM hears us and realizes that the current fans are the best free advertising they can ask for. Times Square is just the next stop, not the last one. We aren't going away anytime soon." So this one is Stargate fans take over Times Square to protest Prime's reboot cancellation. So this one was written today at 3:58. This was by ComicBook.com. It's been 3 weeks since sci-fi fans everywhere were left devastated when the news of Martin Garrow's Stargate has been canceled with no warning. Rumors have long been swirling about the show's revival, and it seemed that the pre-production was already underway at MGM Studios. And now the wake of the show getting annexed, the fans have come together to multiply ways to see if there's a chance to bring back the show from the dead. It started with a petition and quickly garnered over 100,000 signatures. There was a GoFundMe campaign launched to raise awareness, but now fans are trying to get something new to the studio's attention. The hashtag Save Stargate campaign has officially taken to Times Square to make their feelings known. That not one, but 2 billboards calling for the series production to be restarted. Previously, the movement had been demonstrated to Culver City, where the plane flew overhead, a banner trailing behind that said, "Save Stargate, fans want Martin Garrow." Speaking about both events, organizer James Kerfoot says to Per Collider, "There is a global fan base that is still going strong nearly 30 years after Stargate SG-1 premiere. We knew we couldn't limit our efforts in California, so this week we rally in New York City to have our voices heard." And there was, of course, probably a tweet storm going on, so some people said some things. Daz Save Stargate. I'm thrilled to be able to contribute to today's event by providing the video for Times Square. I am not a media pro, just a regular fan, so I hope it does the job. Well done. And then this is the group, I believe, that live streamed the event. The first announcement of the revival should be moving forward in November 2025. And they drummed up a ton of excitement, especially when it was revealed that the series veteran Martin Garrow would helm the project. And now it's just saying, what do you think? Because they want people to write comments. Anyway, Gate World, of course, wrote an article about this. So the campaign to revive Stargate is going to Times Square. The #SaveStargate campaign is buying ads to run on New York City's famous locale with the East Coast rally for Saturday. Stargate fans have been rallying Amazon MGM Studios to reverse the decision earlier this month to cancel new Stargate streaming services, more than 6 months after announcing the green light for the show creator Stargate alumni Martin Garrow. Now the campaign is taking the streets of New York City with the event set for Saturday 27th, starting at 1 p.m. Eastern. Fans will rally in front of a digital board ad to rotation of the iconic New York tourist spot, calling attention to the #SaveStargate movement and calling Amazon MGM Studios to reinstall the Garrow series. Our first stop was California, to fly a banner over Culliver Studios, says James Kerfoot. That event took on June 12th, following a successful GoFundMe campaign to fly a banner reading Save Stargate. Fans want more Martin Garrow over Amazon MGM Studios headquarters. And we're going to assume that this is the same thing he said before. We knew we can, yeah, exactly. Fans are encouraged to show up on Saturday with signs and cosplay to look for the Save Stargate banner. Organizers and in-person attendees to sort out a form, which I'm pretty sure they all did. Here is the live stream they did, which we'll take a quick look at some point. So it also says, though, that there is other Stargate events. So we'll get to this in a second. And of course, ComicBook.com, they have a video of this. Actually, they shared this, which was from IBREC. And then there is another one, which was written tonight, actually. Save Stargate lights up Times Square billboard, unscheduled offer cancellation. The #SaveStargate campaign promised Times Square, and it delivered. A digital billboard towering over the Broadway lit up on June 27th with a rotation set of messages demanding Amazon MGM Studios reverse the cancellation of Martin Garrow's Stargate series. And the fans behind it just didn't buy ad space. They wrote in it in a franchise-own language. It's the campaign's loudest stunt yet, escalating from a banner over the Culliver City lot earlier this month to the most photographed billboard real estate on the planet. And producer Joseph Malassi had already weighed in, which that's not Joseph Malassi, in case you're wondering. The billboard that speaks frequent Stargate, the creative is what it sells. Running on a clear channel board, the spot cycles through a series of panels aimed squarely at fans who know the canon cold. #SaveStargate, SaveStargate.com, over a glowing event horizon vortex. Help us reopen the iris. They're trying to cancel the Gate program. Unscheduled off-world cancellation. The last one is the standout. Unscheduled off-world activation is the alarm that ran through the SGC every time something barreling back through the gate in SG1 swapping in cancellation turns a beloved catchphrase to a distress call. Reopen the iris. Unlike Play's SGC protective shield over the gate, this isn't a generic save our show messaging. It's written by people who know exactly what they're fighting for, which is the entire point that this campaign keeps making. Malazzi says, pretty amazing. The video of the billboard spread across X. One clip credited a fan to Blaze ISAF and shared the IBREC, racked up more than 16,000 views within hours, drawing hundreds of reposts and likes as fans tagged MGM Studios direct. Among those who saw it, a longtime franchise producer, Joseph Malazzi, replied with, pretty amazing. Joseph Malazzi has been campaign's most consistent voice from the start, and he hasn't been shy about the stakes, arguing that the genre executives hold their audience in contempt. A fan-funded billboard at Times Square is a rebuttal to a physical form. The petition is now closing in on 110K. The billboard isn't even operating on a vacuum. The Save Stargate with Martin Garrow petition now has passed 109,000 verified. Is that correct? 109,000 verified signatures is climbing to 110,000, with hundreds more names added on the day of the Times Square event alone. It has blown past the symbolic 100K mark earlier this week and hasn't slowed explode, stacking up a banner plate, a Times Square billboard, 6 figures of verified signatures, and cast M. Michael Shanks, Atlantis, Rachel Luttrell, Robert Patrick among them lending their name. For a series Amazon reportedly cuts fears it wouldn't reach beyond the existing fan base, that fan base is doing a remarkable impression of audiences worth keeping. Amazon still hasn't blinked though. Through it all, MGM Studios has said nothing. No comment on the petition, the flyover, or now a billboard in the middle of Manhattan. The series was scrapped roughly 20 weeks into pre-production under Giro, Malazzi, and Brad Wright, with a fall filming planned, and move wildly tied to the studio's executive shakeup. Cosmic Book News reached out to Amazon MGM Studios for a comment and still has not received a response. Organizers have made it clear Times Square is a waypoint, not a finish line. More with activity planned throughout the summer, including a stacked push time to San Diego Comic-Con in July. The full schedule is posted on SafeStargate.com. The fans keep reopening the iris. Whether anyone at MGM Studios is watching the gate is still only the question that matters. I guarantee you they're watching it. There's no way they're seeing, they're avoiding this. Like, every comment in their X account is all Stargate. Like, there's no way. Okay. Last thing before we go check, we're going to look at the event. I'm losing my voice. So, up here, we have a bunch of Stargate watching events. I have actually missed all of these. Yep, I've watched. Wait, no. These are in July, not June. Okay, never mind. We haven't even started yet. Torment of Tantalus is a great episode to start with. Now, I bet you if we click here, it's probably like an online streaming event, I'd imagine. And then probably some tweeting going on at the exact same time. So if you have Amazon Prime and then you stream these at those exact hours, then you can imagine Amazon might notice. Big event in person, Europe edition, details to be provided. Okay, so I guess there's a couple of online watching parties, but there's this one here, which I'm not sure what that is. Then we have our past events, which was today, the Times Square. There was also, I missed y'all watching the Window of Opportunity. No way. I did, though. That's sad. There was also Past Wednesday, which again, I wasn't there for because I'm at a new job. There was the TikTok Blitz and Tweet Storm. Then there is obviously the past Tweet Storms and everything. But there is more to come. Like it specifically says up here, Tweet Storm, Culver City, Times Square. Next one, I guess, will be in Europe, whatever the big event is. It says it's classified. Then there's a big plan for Comic-Con, which I think they've talked about, one, doing a plane overhead. And I think they also talked about hanging a banner over a highway, like one of those highway bridges. I'm not sure if that is what they said, though. And then this one is they're going to send stuff to space. That's so fun. Let's now go look at the Times Square event for today. There's this person who posted this, but I want to look at the live stream. We are just going to kind of fast forward this because again, this is not mine and I really want you to kind of go to the live stream. It will be, the link for it will be down below. I'm not going to, so we're just going to kind of skip through a little bit. They have our banner. They have a QR code going on. There's some people there watching what they're doing. That's so cool. There's someone taking pictures. The amount of people that were probably walking by and were like, what? I didn't even know Stargate was canceled. Oh yeah, from what I understand, they also had stickers that had QR codes on them so that people could scan the stickers. Hey, that's cute. Someone did their happy birthday on Times Square. Adorable. It looks like, yes, there was a tweet storm today. So this is the peak of the conversations going. Then they just get people randomly and just invite them to join because that's fun. They definitely would though. The Stargate community is so welcoming. It's interesting because I know I've talked about this, I'm pretty sure in my last video that I posted and it should have come out today. The Stargate fandom, it's so interesting because regardless of the political spectrum right now, it's like people on the right and the left don't even care about each other's political affiliations right now. We're just like, let's all band together to get Stargate, which is really cool because right now there's so much irritation with everybody just not being like you these days. So it's nice to see a diversity of people connecting with one another, regardless of our particular beliefs or interests, but we can relate on this and we can work together to get this done. Here's our Stargate fans. Heck yeah, you dudes. Thanks for doing that. If you're watching this video, thank you. We need people on the floor. On the floor? We need people. Oh, look at that. Nice. It's right here. Yeah, because there was 2 screens, actually. Woo! Honestly, this could have not been done if, well, like, it could have been done, but I would say that the whole spearhead of this was done by the guy who's talking right now, not these guys. There is somebody holding the cameras right now. We kind of saw a clip of him. I've already talked about him. The guy's really organized. Like, he did this. He organized this, and then he organized Times Square. Thanks, James. Shout out to you, dude. That graphic is so fun. Help us reopen the iris. Hashtag Safe Stargate, safestargate.com. I still don't know how long this went on for, though. If this was, you know, for a full hour of nonstop of that, or if it's still going on for like 24 hours kind of thing. But honestly, that's so cool. This happened. I think that's all the energy I can give you today, unfortunately. So thank you so much for watching. But remember, there are more Stargate events coming up. I will be talking about more Stargate in the future. I unfortunately cannot talk more about it right now because I am so exhausted from everything. So I will see you in the next video, and it'll probably be another Stargate theme video because I seem to have accumulated a lot of Stargate subscribers, which on one way makes me a little nervous because I'm like, does that mean I'm just going to be a Stargate YouTuber now? Which was not something I ever signed up for. Not against it, but also though, I just want to let you know, I do other things too. And sometimes I might post things that have nothing to do with Stargate, and I hope you're okay with that. I will tell you who will not be okay with that, which is the algorithm. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new to my channel, my name is Sarah. I am the host of Sarah's Spare Corner. Sarah's Spare Corner encompasses gaming as well as arts, crafts, and various different forms of creativity. Additionally, I like sharing theories, concepts, and ideas as I am a philosophy major, and when I'm not poor, I might travel places, and I might post about it. I am going to go rest now. Thank you so much for your time. Bye now.